What's going on, everybody? Rob here with a little video. I know the sun shifted, so you're not gonna get the color of the boat. It pops. It's orange and gray. It looks amazing, but it is shrink wrap here. But I am selling my boat. Try to get a good thumbnail in over here. Okay, I'm selling my boat. Actually, I'm not selling it. Skipper Buds is selling it. I don't like haggling or nothing like that. The boat is mint pristine condition. It's a 2020 Bayliner Element. The Bayliner E16, it does have the swim platform, the stainless steel package, the ski tower, the 75 horsepower Mercury, and it has been serviced at Cabela's every single year. It's been serviced, shrink wrapped, winterized, and everything. So we got to unbutton it. But why? Why, Rob? Why are you selling your boat that you love? I absolutely love this boat so much. To tell you the truth, we got like five grandkids, and being at the marina is kind of not as relaxing as I thought. I still got to scrape and paint some windows around here, and it takes up quite a bit of my backyard. So with the grandkids at the marina, for me, it's you got your life jackets on and all that, but it's a little bit stressful having them run up and down and having to keep an eye on them and everything. And me and my wife figured if we just put the pool in the yard and we had the grandkids here with the security gate so they can't get in and out, we can only be there when we're there, it's going to be a little bit more comforting. I could always revisit the boat later. So another thing is boating space and boating costs. So you think, okay, why store my boat right here? No, you see in that, all my bumpers are in the corner. Underneath there on this house, there's more boat stuff. In the basement, there's more stuff. When you have a marina slip, you move to the marina twice a year if it's one that's seasonal. So we got May, June, July, August, September, October. So 7 months that we could be there, although we're mid-June and the weather has been crappy. Now this Bayliner E16 is good for a smaller lake. A smaller lake because, and I say that because it's good up to 2 feet waves. So on glass water in Lake Michigan, glass water, me myself, I could get it up to 35 miles an hour. That's the fastest I can get it. The speedometer could say more, but I had it all the way open up. For me on glass water, I was at 35 miles an hour. So on Lake Michigan, that's slow. On a smaller lake, that's fast. Okay. Also, Lake Michigan, since we're on the one side all the way on the south side of Lake Michigan, if the wind's blowing from the north or blowing from the east, you can't go out. The waves are just too big. So if you're on a smaller lake or in the river, this is a good riverboat, really good in the riverboat, because you don't have a wave going hundreds of miles to build to get to somebody else. Like today, the wind is coming from the west, southwest. Perfect day to be on the lake because this is starting of the waves. So this is, believe it or not, as windy this is, it's a perfect day to be on the lake because it's southwest winds for us where we're at. But another thing, let's talk fun and money. Let's talk finances. Okay, so the boat's $252 a month, right? We got it knocked down a lot where we got equity in it, but it's $252 a month. We bought it brand new the year before, so I know we're gonna probably take a hit there, but it's pristine condition. So you're paying $252 a month. Insurance on this boat is only $20 a month, so that's not bad. $20 a month for the insurance on this boat. To winterize it, depending on what you're doing in the package, we had to have the impeller replaced already on this. Winterizing with the shrink wrap is going to be from $500 to $800 a season. $500 to $800 a season to winterize this boat. Now with these, people have bigger garages where they could back them in the garage and you don't need the shrink wrap, but you still need the winterization, you still need the tune-ups, you still need everything else on it, because when you put it in the water, you're going to want to turn the key and go. I know before I sell it, I'm going to have to put a brand new battery in it, so I'm going to have to eat that. I'm going to have to put a brand new battery in it before we sell it. We're pulling it up to Antioch, Skipper Buds in Antioch. That's where we're pulling it up to for that, they could sell it for us. Somebody on the internet hit me up that they wanted to buy it off me already, but I don't haggle, I don't negotiate. I know what I got. It's a pristine boat. I got a Garmin Echo Maps on it, and if I were to sell it, I'd sell it with all the life jackets, with everything else to go in it. I'm gonna carpet clean. I had a carpet cleaner all the seats, even though they look brand new. So you're basically essentially getting a excellent condition boat right here. But also, let's talk marina fees. So the marina fees at our marina is $2,500 a month. Before December 31st the previous year, you got to pay $1,500. So you got to pay $1,500, and then the rest of it before like April something, you got April 15th, I think you got to pay the rest. $2,500 a month if you're going to keep it in the marina. So we prefer to keep it in the marina. We love the marina family. We loved where our slip was at. We loved all that. So I always say it's about 5,000 a year to pay and maintain a boat. About 5,000 a year for the slip, for everything else. But we used it 5 times last year. Last year we were only able to use it 5 times. So basically that's $1,000 per time to use the boat. And I told my wife if we didn't have it here, if we didn't have the marina slip, or we didn't have the boat payment, we would be able to travel more. Now here's the thing where I would keep the boat. I would keep the boat if we had a bigger property. If we had a lot and a half, if we had a 3-car garage, if we had something like that, I'd keep the boat, hands down, because we would have the extra space. And this is why I tell people that are looking to buy a boat that you know where you're going to be able to keep it at. So I'm not paying anything per season right now to keep this in my yard. But if your boat is too big to fit on your property, or your homeowners association doesn't let you keep you in your driveway, because they could say that also, that you can't have this boat in your driveway in our homeowners association, you can't have this boat in, you know, wherever, and you can't have a jet ski in your homeowner. You got to look into all that first. You're going to have to pay the storage, and dry dock storage in the summer is just as much as paying to have it in the water in the summer. It's just as much to have dry dock storage. So we are not paying dry dock storage, and that's one thing I always said is I'll have a boat that could fit on my property because I don't have to pay storage. So I do want a bigger space. I do want a bigger space, and I want a barn. I'd love to have a barndominium, but I would like to have at least a barn where like I could fit 4 cars in it, because I love my tire machines. I love my tractor, my wheel horse tractor with the plow on it. You know, I love my solar panel hobbies. I love my boat. It's just I don't got the space for it right now. So what I plan on doing is I plan on getting rid of this boat. I have my big Chevy Express with an 8-cylinder because I pull a boat. So I have an 8-cylinder Chevy Express 1500 because I pull a boat. I would like to go down to the 6-cylinder Chevy Express because we use it for van life and we use it for travel. So I know on my Chevy Express I am getting 400 miles per 35 gallons in that thing. 400 miles per 36 gallons in that thing. So if I go down to a 6-cylinder, we'd be able to travel more. Believe it or not, we're not flying right now by choice, just because so much stuff been happening with the airplanes that we're not flying. So we do drive a lot, but we take the Hyundai because that thing's getting almost 40 miles per gallon. So we've been taking that, but we prefer the van life. So I would like to get rid of this down the road, get rid of that, and buy another one, but a 6-cylinder one. But it's the 8-passenger one. It's the 8-passenger one. I don't want a 12 or 15 passenger. It's the 8-passenger one. So there's things down the road. So in my mind, and I always believe people say, well, I told you this, I told you that, I told you this. It's not that. Me, myself, when I want something, I do it. And then when I don't want it, if I break even, or even if I take a loss, a little bit of a loss, I'm okay with it because I got what I wanted out of it. Now, my grandson so far, my nieces, my nephews, it was amazing at the marinas. They'd get on the boat, they put the music blasting, and they would have a dance fest on the boat. They would stand in the boat, on the boat, and they would have their dance fest. They'll always remember that. We'll always have those pictures. Eventually, if I have a barn, oh, there's Mark Anthony. It's a red-headed finch. A red-headed finch. Call him Mark Anthony because he jumps on the porch and he sings to my wife. All right, but I'd like to have I don't want anything bigger than a 26-foot boat, but I want front steering on the boat, the front steering. So if I had a barn, I know I can store it on my property. Or either way, that's why I'm selling my boat. That's some things about the boat. I'm gonna upload this right now because I got to take my GoPro Volta to Best Buy because that went out on me. Talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share.